Hey there guys, Jinzo&Tonic here, with all my decks that I just want to show you. So the first one I'm going to show you is goat format, standard goat. Staple, BLS. I don't know what that is. Jinzo, my favorite card, obviously. One Air Knight. Sinister. Two Fates. Kaiku. Zero Piece. Infecting Virus. Breaker. Sangan. Two Tsukiyomis. DD Warrior Lady. Two DD Assailants. Warrior Engine. Now we're on to the spells. The Trinity. Graceful Delinquent Pot. Staples. One Heavy. Swords of Revealing Lights. Lightning Vortex. Two Metamorphoses. One Book of Moon. One Premature. Two Noblemen of Crossout. One Snatch Steel. MST. Three Scapegoats. Onto the traps. Mirror, Ring, Torrential, basically the Trap Trinity. Court of the Haunted, Magic Cylinder, one Dust Shoot, and a Ceasefire. That's my Grow Control deck. The side deck for it. One Chain Disappearance, one Rota for the Warrior Engine, two Dust Shoot, one Saku, one Mobius, Smashing Ground, one King Tiger, one Royal Decree, Spirit Reaper, Bottomless Trap Hole, Exile Force, Dawn, Mystic Swordsman level 2, and one Blade Knight. Onto my personal favorite deck, I just want to say thanks to Dawson. Shout out. This is called, well, there's many names, I like to call it Beastdown. Main cards of the deck is the Panda. For every monster on your opponent's side of the field, this card gains 500 attack. So if they and it does piercing. So basically, if they summon goats, it just boosts a massive amount. Two Mobius, help with back row. Three Nimble, Great Recruiter, and helps you boost your life points. Also Beast and Earth. Three Giant Rats, recruiting. These come into great play to get out your Pandas or your Nimble. It's possibly the best card in the deck other than the Panda. One Sangan. Two Desqualas, House Burn. Two Jars, Morphing in Cyber. Tribe, Exile Force. This is a nice little spicy tech. Lily helps great with the giant rats. People generally don't see it coming, they go into it and then you bring out a Lily and they can't beat over it. Breaker, deal with back row onto the spells. Level limits area B, helps stall. One Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, one Wave Motion Cannon. It's a nice card to play, Last Will. Perfect with Exile Force or the Rats. When you crash, then you can summon a Panda or Lily, whatever you want. Or just if you want to defend, get a Nimble. Mystic Space Typhoon, Premature Barrel, Trinity, and then onto the traps. Three Trio, helps with Panda, give them 3 monsters, boost your Panda up by 1500 attack. Three Secret Barrels, helps burn your opponent. 3 just desserts. Ceasefire, burn and protect yourself from being knocked. Ring of Destruction, Mirror Force. But onto the side deck, which is my personal favorite, is a full Cyberstein engine. So 3 Cybersteins. So basically you side out majority of your traps, some of your monsters to put in this whole engine. So game 2, people generally put in more dust tornadoes, MSTs, royal decrees to try and stop all your traps, but all you're basically doing is letting them brick because they won't do anything. So 3 Cyberstein, another level B, 2 last walls, 3 grenades, 3 giant wild nature's release, Megamorph, 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 and then to go on to the fusions for the growth deck and this deck now, for the decks. 3000 Eyes Restrict, Fusionist, just have it in there for rolls, Flame Ghost, Dark Fairy Dragon, just a 4-star Earth, generic, 2 Fiend Skull Dragons, Reaper on a Nightmare, 3 Dark Welter, possibly the best other than Thousand Eye, just generic lights, 3 Ryu, 2 Dark, just generic Dark, 1 Ojama King, 1 Dark Flare Knight, King Dragoon, the Last Warrior from Another Planet, St. John, 1 generic light, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, it's the highest attacking 7-star fusion, Gatling Dragon, Dark Paladin, and this is basically for Beastburn, 2 Master of Oz for the Cyberstein engine. Up next is my Beastdown, Beatdown. 3 Berserk Gorilla, Warrior Engine, TD Assailants, TD Warrior Lady, 3 Xerion. I don't usually like to play Xerion, but was one of the first decks I built when getting into GOAT format. Break-In Tribe, helps clear back row against GOATs. 2 Bazoo, this helps with the side deck, playing Dimension, Return from a Different Dimension, and beats over Jinzo or Chaos Sorcerer. Sangan, Exile Force, Sinister with the 2 Abyss Soldier, helps clear back row of monsters onto the traps. 3 Dust Shoots, basically looking at your opponent's hand, getting knowledge. Knowledge is the best thing you can do in this game. 3 Sakuratsu Armors, Call, Ring, Mirror, Torrential, 2 Dust Shoots for back row, 1 Skill Drain, basically stop Thousand Eye. Onto the spells, Trinity, Rota, help you be warriors, 1 Prem, Heavy, Mystical Space Typhoon, and Nox, because your opponent's basically going to be sitting monsters because I have just mainly high attacking monsters. Banish them, attack them. Onto the side deck. Return from a Different Dimension, perfect with the Bazoo. 1 Tsukiyomi, helps with the Thousand Eye. Smashing Grounds, helps with big monsters. Swords, can stall a little bit. Soul Release, perfect if you want to banish spells or traps or monsters from your opponent's grave that they're using. Ceasefire, helps flip monsters, negate their effects. One Book of Moon. Blade Knight. Lightning Vortex. Spell Shield type 8. This is perfect for the mirror match. DD. This is great for game 2 when your opponent sides out their knocks. You can put these in. Great little engine to bounce back as well as just having big defense. This is one of my personal favorite decks. This is Zombie. So, standard. BLS. 2 Vampire Lords. When they get destroyed by effect, they come back. And if you do damage, you can choose a card in your opponent's deck, spell trap monster, and they have to discard one. Blade Knight, DD Warrior Lady. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, helps against Chaos. Breaker Tribe. 2 Spirit Reapers, basically a store wall. Can help discard. Zombie Recruiter, possibly the best recruiter in the game. This dies by battle, you can just bring out your Vampire Lord. Easy. 2 Faith, help the spells. Sangan, Recruiter. 1 Sinister. Sangan basically should always be used to get Sinister, in my opinion. Heavy. Trinity. 2 Scapegoat. 2 Knock. Snatch. Prem. Book of Life, bring back a zombie. 1 enemy controller. Lightning Vortex. Mystical Space Typhoon. Smashing Ground, helps with big monsters. 2 creature swaps. Great to use with goats. Put them into attack and just change the monster, or you can give them your Pyramid Turtle. Crash into Pyramid, get your big zombies out. Trap cards. 2 Bottomless. Dustinator. Call of the Haunted. Torrential Mirror. Ring of Destruction. Onto the side deck. Jinzo, up against Trap. Chiron, up against back row. Basically any burn deck. Book of Moon. 2 Dice Shoots. Back row, removal. 2 Mobius. A-Knight. Ceasefire. King Tiger. Basically against goat control, any deck that wants to throw out goats. Another Kaiku. 1 Metamorphosis. Mystic Swordsman level 2, and then just 1 more last goat. Full set. My final goat deck is possibly my favorite. It's Dimension Fusion Chaos. Main card is Bazoo. Basically just banishing monsters out of your grave so you can use Dimension Fusion in the long run to OTK your opponent. 2 Sorcerers. BLS, help banish monsters once again for Dimension Fusion. Dark Magician of Chaos, great way to banish when it gets banished. Can bring it back, reuse the spell. 2 Jars, basically just to cause chaos. Get cards in grave, get cards in hand. Recruiter, get Darks in grave. Light Recruiting, helps banish. 2 Shining Angels, once again to get lights out. Back row and goat removal. Basically just using for charity and getting lights in grave. A nice way to thin out your deck. 3 Dequeches. It's fine if this card gets Nobleman, because then you have 3 cards that you can Dimension Fusion, and if it doesn't, you get a draw. 3 Dimension Fusions, best card in the deck, gets basically everything out that's banished, brings it back into the game and you can OTK. Snatch, Premature, Heavy Storm. I don't play the Trinity, I only play Parts and Graceful. Dimension Fusion pays 2000 life points to activate, and you don't really want to be using a lot of life points. Lightning Vortex. Swords of Reeling Light, store, and also to flip your opponent's monsters and then use Lightning Vortex on them for the OTK. Card Destruction. 3 Giant Grenades. This card's amazing. Basically just throws them on the spell back right back to the hand. Then you can use Card Destruction if you want to get rid of them, or to deck out your opponent that way, or if you want to just go for the OTK. When you play 3 traps, 3 dash shoots, basically just for knowledge. See their hand, get rid of the monster, and you know how they're going to play. Onto the side deck. The deck doesn't really need a side deck, but for the sides, the main side is Royal Decree. I put this in every game too, straight away for the dash shoots, depending if they have a big trap lineup. 3 compulsory evacuation devices, very good against any tributing deck like Monarch, or if they want to BLS Chaos decks, you just bounce them back to their hand. 2 skill drains against Thousand Eyes. 2 Return of the Different Dimension. This is a great deck if someone's pushing to try and get you below 2000 life points. It's a great way to get your monsters from the Banish Zone. 2 Mind Control against Chaos matchups. Monster Reincarnation. If your BLS or Chaos goes into grave, you can get it back. And 2 Nidoria. This is a great way for the recruiting engine. If they're trying to push hard, you can quickly just get these in and they'll stop them in their tracks. Those are all my GOAT decks, but I have one last one. This is my 2004 deck that I'm quite a big fan of. Chaos Emperor Dragon, BLS. All these cards are also from the original sets. Jinzo. 2 Skill Dark Magicians. So this deck isn't GOAT legal, so it's 2004, so don't be putting this into any tournaments. You won't be allowed to play with it. 2099. This card's great. To get into a grave quickly, you just summon a dark and it goes into a grave to help feed your Chaos Emperor Dragon or BLS. 2 Kaikus. Breaker. DD Warrior Lady. These weren't limited to 1 yet, so you could even run 3. Witch of the Black Forest. Broken card. Could basically get your Jinzo to hand. Sangan. 2 Fates. Sinister. The Yatalop. Basically using this with Witch of the Black Forest and Chaos Emperor Dragon, you can just lock out your opponent. 2 Noblemen. 2 Noblemen mainly because the deck is like a beta. You got a lot of 1/9s. They tend to set. Smashing Ground. Mystical Space Typhoon. Snatch Deal. Dark Hole. Premature Barrel. Heavy Storm. Harpy's Feather Duster. Raigeki. Trinity. Monster Reborn. Change of Heart. Mirage of Nightmare. Confiscation. Forceful Sentry. Painful Choice. Basically mill all your cards into your grave. Mirror. Ring. Imperial Order. Call Haunted. Thanks guys, those are all my GOAT tags.